Imagine this. You wake up on a scorching summer day and you press the button to turn on your AC. But nothing happens. It's broken, and you're not the only one. What if all the ACs in the world suddenly stopped working? Could we survive? Before we get into the what if, let's talk about just how much we need ACs. You might think it's just a convenience, right? Well, no. In many parts of the world, especially places like the Middle East, India, or the United States, AC is a lifeline. Over 90% of homes in the US have air conditioning, and in hot countries like India, it's becoming more common for households to rely on it daily. In places like Dubai, temperatures soar over 45 degrees Celsius regularly in the summer. Without AC, how long would people last in that kind of heat? Let's break it down. Our bodies are designed to survive within a specific temperature range. When it gets too hot, we start sweating. That's our body's way of cooling itself down. At temperatures above 37.5 degrees Celsius to 38 degrees Celsius, your body struggles to regulate its temperature. If the humidity is high, sweating isn't enough, and you can overheat quickly. But without the cool air provided by an AC, the heat builds up. And if you're outside or in a poorly ventilated room, your body won't be able to cool off effectively, leading to exhaustion, dehydration, or worse. Now let's talk about heat-related illnesses. If ACs failed, the risk of heat exhaustion and heat stroke would rise rapidly. Heat exhaustion is when your body starts to lose the battle against rising temperatures. And heat stroke is when things get way worse. It's life-threatening. According to the World Health Organization, extreme heat contributes to over 166,000 deaths worldwide each year, and the numbers keep rising with climate change. You see, ACs aren't just about comfort. They can be lifesavers in areas with high humidity or extreme heat. Without AC, hospitals, schools, and workplaces would be danger zones. Let's zoom out a bit. If air conditioners disappeared globally, cities would feel the heat the most. Why? Because cities are known as urban heat islands. They trap heat because of concrete, asphalt, and a lack of greenery. In short, they're like giant ovens without cooling systems. Cities like New York, Mexico City, and Tokyo are 5 to 10 degrees Celsius hotter than the surrounding countryside, thanks to the urban heat island effect. Without AC, people would have to rely on fans, but let's face it, they're not nearly as effective when the temperature is rising fast. And remember, when the grid goes down, fans are useless too. So can we survive? Well, the short answer is maybe, but it would be incredibly difficult. In fact, we'd have to rely on other cooling methods like water bodies, shady areas, or eco-friendly cooling systems. But we'd need drastic changes. Countries like Netherlands have started using cooling pavements that reduce heat by absorbing less sunlight. But these solutions are far from universal. Cities would need to shift towards better urban planning with more greenery and water bodies. More people would turn to eco-friendly and sustainable cooling options like evaporative cooling or solar-powered fans. The key? We'd need to be more prepared for heat waves. Now, what if ACs don't fail, but climate change makes the heat unbearable in the future? Well, there's hope in technology. Scientists and engineers are working on more energy-efficient and environmentally friendly cooling systems that use less electricity and are better for the planet. Thermoelectric coolers and magnetocaloric cooling are being tested as next-gen technologies that don't rely on refrigerants and are more sustainable. But as long as we keep using traditional ACs, we're stuck with the same old problems: energy consumption, high costs, and environmental impact. So what do you think? Can we survive without air conditioners? The science is clear. Our bodies can only take so much heat. We would survive, but it would be a constant battle against the sun. The better question is, what's being done to prepare for this future? If this blew your mind, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to FactNest for more thought-provoking content, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our global curiosity journeys.